the Jersey to Vegas podcast, episode number 75. This is Pete. Hopefully this microphone works. If this is your first guys tune in, because of the shorts that I've been making, I've been getting a few more subscribers. So if you're here for the first time, what I talk about is pretty much life in general. I don't plan things. I feel whatever's in my vibration, I guess you can say. And I will talk about whatever it is I need to talk about, mainly with mental health and dealing with emotions. And, I will have some sort of a format for it, but for the most part, I don't ever really have a format. But today is the day before what I call New Year's resolution, or my new year, right? A lot of people say New Year is December 31st, moving into January 1st, right? Because technically that's the year of a new year, right? It's 2023. No, it's impossible to be a new year at that point because I was born in November, which means November, December. I was only born for 2 months before it became a new year. So technically it's not a new year. I believe that everyone's birthday is a new year. Sure, for marketing purposes, and especially in gyms and nutrition stuff, right? They love playing the role of a whole new year, new you. False. No. New year starts, in my opinion, the day you're born, right? The day you're born is your new year, and then a whole full 365 days, if that's how many it is, unless you're a leap year kid, it's 366. I really hope I'm right with those numbers. Is a year, right? So this begins the new year. And I don't like saying resolution because a resolution means you're resolving something, right? You're resolving problems. So all it does is makes you feel, and I've been saying this like 2010, right? Probably before that. It makes you feel like you're not enough. It makes you feel like you have done wrong. And maybe you have, but that's just judgment upon yourself. Right, you're trying to resolve something. So the New Year's resolution, you're trying to resolve a problem you have from the prior years or prior year. If you think about it, you're just saying you're a piece of shit. Right? Think about it. When you say I have to set a New Year's resolution, it's because you already know there's a problem, right? And that problem is not a reward. It is what would we say? A regret? I guess you can say, a regret. And you're regretting things that you've done. And you're regretting things that may have to come. But don't live in the regret, right? Accept it. You accept that emotion or issue or challenge, and you move on. And now you evolve, right? And you evolve yourself. That's why I like saying New Year's evolution, because I don't want to resolve something. I want to evolve as a person. I want to be better in some way, some form, somehow, because every year is not the same, right? Because just because you've resolved an issue, most people quit anyway, right? How many people have put resolutions down and are done in 2 months? I know, I own a gym, I get it. Thousands of people give up on their resolutions. But if you kind of word it to a way where you look as an evolution, like you're evolving your character, you're evolving your body, your physical fitness, your health, and your well-being, or your spirituality, well, now you're evolving. You're not saying, I have to do this, I'm resolving this problem that I've had. I'm resolving the issues at hand, so I'm going to go on a strict diet and make sure I go to the gym 7 days a week. And then after that, I'm going to donate all of my money to charity, which charities don't even give half the money to the people that's charitable for. And the list goes on and on. I'm going to go to church on Sundays, blah. Whatever you say. You're resolving problems that are non-existent. Rather just evolve as a person. And for me this year, the main energy or main focus I'm going to put forth is, it's kind of hard to say. How do I say this? I'm going to, how am I evolving? What is this? I'm going to live in the moment. if that makes sense. And it's easy to say, I want to live in the moment, live in the now, but here we go. I'm going to limit expectations. That's number one thing that I want to work on as a person, as a being, is to limit expectations. Why? I live with anxiety, right? I live with depression. I live with bipolar. I am bipolar, so I go through mania, manic episodes, and at the same time swings of depression. Now that's chemically something I cannot control, but I can control other things, and that's the main thing, right? I don't want to expect myself to feel I'm in a new cycle of depression. I don't want to expect the feeling that it's going to be hard for me to focus and sleep in the next 4 weeks because of a manic episode is coming about. I don't want to expect dogs to be at the dog park and now my dogs are going to go crazy, and I know it because the Otis is a little bit of a dickhead. So now, even though he was trained, I'm going to focus more on the expectation that people are going to be there, and instead of going there and enjoying myself at the dog park, I don't go at all, and I go into a different direction. Or the supermarket, I expect it to be super full and annoying with thousands of people because it's Sunday and everyone goes shopping on Sunday. So now there's not going to be any parking, and then I have to park where, and I have to squeeze into a slot that doesn't even fit my car because the car next to me is an asshole and he parked halfway into my slot. And then I'm going to go inside and not going to have anything anyway because it's all going to be run out. I'm going to walk out very unfulfilled. It's a lot, right? It's a lot to expect. It's a lot that goes in my head. And a lot of this stuff makes me not do anything. It makes me not enjoy the moments that I should be, or I can be enjoying. Living in the now is something that's very hard, right? Living without expectation is something that's kind of unheard of, because we all expect everything. Like, a perfect example of expectation is multiple people. And I just read a note from a very, very good friend of mine. And she wrote me this note after I came back from New Jersey. And I forgot about it. I totally forgot it was even there. I went to go text or something, and then I saw this note. And she's not the only one that says this, but everyone expects me to go back to New Jersey. Everyone expected me to be back in their lives as it used to be. And that's going to hurt, right? That's going to hurt a lot of people. That's going to hurt a lot of people's expectations. Because honestly, I don't know if I'm going back. Technically and realistically, I can't afford to go back. New Jersey, you guys got a lot. The houses are ridiculous. I actually put in a bracket of how much I can actually afford houses for sale within this much money. None. There was none. There was none in Belleville and Nutley. There was none. Everything was like $600,000, $700,000, $800,000. Where am I going to live? Whose house is worth $700,000? Whose house is worth $700,000? Nuh-uh, not with a neighbor next to me. Not with a backyard with mosquitoes in it. Not for me, son. It's not going to happen. Because technically, realistically, it's not going to happen. But even more so, we're here to find a new way. We're here to break the mold of what we're programmed to live in. When you're from New Jersey and you live in that rooted area, like your family's there, right? Everyone's been there for the past 30, 40, 50, 70 years. People's grandparents built the houses they live in now. It's hard to get out of the mold. Now, if you want to stay in the mold, that's your mold. I'm not judging you. But for me, it just didn't feel right. I couldn't stay there. I would absolutely lose my mind. I've already lost my mind. I may have definitely killed myself if I stay there. For the better well-being, the planets aligned, and we use that momentum to take a chance to do something different. And not everyone's going to do that, because there's a lot they have to hold on to. There's a lot of things that they expect they need to do, or they expect is going to happen. I'm going to stay at this job because I expect to get a raise soon. I'm going to stay at this job because I expect to get a higher up in a position. You're just expecting things, but it's not a guarantee. Right? The only guarantee we have is the now. Like, what are we doing now? And I'm learning that. Even today, like, I guess you could say past week. It's tough. I was boogers, by the way. It's really difficult living in the present moment. But for the first time in a while, I took the dogs out without expecting anything. Just letting go and just, I guess, accepting that there are going to be dogs there. There's going to be people there maybe, and the dog's going to freak out a little bit. And who cares what people think about you? You're not a bad owner. I don't beat my dogs sometimes. I don't beat my dogs. I take care of them. I love them. I'm not a bad owner just because maybe my dog sees another dog and that's his DNA. He wants to bark. He's just a giant dog. It just seems it was easier when I'd Switch. Switch was like 15 pounds. He's like, no one really cared. No one was really scared of him. Shh, Sage. It is. Thank you. Sage has to know that Dad's working right now. But she doesn't. So I let go of that expectation that things may happen there. So I'm going to fix this camera a little bit. That things may happen. And honestly, I went different directions and in places that I never have gone to, because usually I take the safe route, right? Safe route of where I know people don't go. And I went a different way. I went up the hill and then down. We kind of hiked up the mountain. And I found a rock where I can sit and overview everything and kind of use that place to maybe meditate, to maybe be alone, find some alone time by myself, and really just be quiet and still. No service up there, nothing. And then the dogs came with me. I let them loose on the mountain. It was cool. I was afraid maybe they find a snake or something like that, but no, not yet. It's pretty cold out, cooler. Maybe, you never know. A jackrabbit did come out of nowhere, and Otis just stared at it. He didn't chase it. Boy, it's burped. I wonder if it's because maybe my energy was a little less. Maybe I was a little bit more at ease, a little bit more comfortable with what may happen, may or may not happen. And I really enjoyed the time with my dogs, walking around, and then I let them on the fields. There was another dog, 2 dogs there, but at some point they left anyway. I'm not gonna let my dogs loose when there's 2 other dogs. That's just not right. Because my dogs might run over there and I don't want to chase them. But once those dogs were gone, they had a great time. They chased each other, they ran. We call it free bird, so they free birded. Ever watch a dog go really crazy and just free in their own world? It's kind of what I want to feel like sometimes. And just by letting go, I keep saying letting go, but it's not even, letting go means letting go of the thoughts that may or may not happen, or the expectations of what may or may not happen. Let everything just happen instead. And a lot of us don't get to do that. A lot of us don't get the opportunity to feel life. Because instead of looking at life and looking at what's present, we're thinking about what can be. We're thinking about what was. Right? Very 2 polar opposite places, but very popular to think about. But you know what's not? That one, the present moment. It's hard for people to not think about the future. It's hard for people to not think about the past. It's very difficult, more difficult than the other 2 to think about the present, which is right in front of us. Another example is, what am I doing? Right? I go to work once a week. I used to go to work 17 days a day. And every time I think about that, I get a little upset because I think about, I'll go on Indeed and I'll look up all these jobs, and I'll go into the company, hiring page where they'll have some open positions for the company on there and see what I can get more. But then as I look at them, I physically and realistically cannot take those jobs or positions right now. Because what's the only thing that matters right now to me? If you know and been listening, the only thing that matters to me are my kids and my family. Right? That's it. That's what really counts. So if I were to leave and find a job somewhere, I say it all the time, I'll have to get a babysitter, which makes no sense. Right? Or I could pick up another day on Saturday, but sometimes Nat has to work on Saturdays now. Nat's busy. Nat works on Saturdays too now. She works fucking 6 days a week. I'm the guy with the station wagon. I'm the main form of transportation. If I'm gone, all these little things that don't have a monetary value to it disappear. But we're so fixated, I'm so fixated as well, on monetary value and how much can you make and how much can you do, because that's what makes me me. Right? That's what makes people, their career, their status, their job, the amount of things they have, the amount of money they could afford, the places they go out to eat. This defines them. But if you think about it, no one is nothing. No one is anything. The only thing that's true is that our blood runs through the heart and we breathe in oxygen for this body to live. That's it. Right? That sounds fucking crazy stupid. If you took everything away, that's the only thing that we have in common. People are people, and that's it. Same with you. Like, your money, your job. All we're doing is connecting these feelings to things we had in the past. I'm used to working. I used to work like crazy. I will say I'm a workaholic. I love working. I found lots of purpose in working. And right now, my position doesn't allow me to do that. And now I feel empty, or I'll feel less than, because I don't work as much. But are we okay? Yeah, we're okay. I have a house. I live in a beautiful house. I have a beautiful townhome. I won't say house. Townhome. Brand new shit. It's brand new. Everything's brand new. Cockroaches come out of here, out of the vents. Because they don't know where to go. Sometimes they fucking fall through. That's because it's new development and they're building everywhere. Do we eat? Yeah. Do we eat a lot? No. Do we have to eat all the time? No. Do I cook a lot? Fuck yeah. Do I spend time with my family? Yes. Yes. That's a priority. And I'm doing all of this without working. I am working, trust me, without making money. See how that is? Without working? I am working. The shit I do all day. I'm up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. I see Nat before she leaves. Like, I see her. I'm waiting for the kids to wake up, and then I have all this shit to do until we go to sleep, and that's it. I work. There's just no monetary value behind it. And I want to take that expectation of I deserve something for working so hard. Because when I do that, here's the boogers, when I do put expectations into the work that I do all day for my family, and then the expectation is not met, like someone doesn't tell me I did a good job, or it doesn't matter, right? Or I don't get money for it, or I got to keep working, and you can't expect people to read your mind. Nor can you expect things for something that you do. So my biggest let go is going to be expecting anything. You know, I'm not gonna, it's my birthday tomorrow. I'm not expecting any birthday anythings. Birthday cards, birthday gifts, I'm not gonna get them anyway, right? Fucking everyone's 1,000 years away. Can't expect it, because all it's going to do is make you sad when it's not there. All it's gonna do is make you angry as more of it's not there. I think by doing that would be probably the best thing I can do for myself to evolve. Because deep down inside, guys, I kind of expect to go back too. I kind of expect to go back to New Jersey. I kind of expect to go to practice. I expect to cook at 5 o'clock. I expect to take the dogs out at this time. I expect to work out today. But I have so many expectations we also call goals, right? We put all these goals out. And if you don't hit it, you kill yourself. Yeah, but again, that depends on the personality type. For me, I'll just talk personally. For me, that's what happens. If I set this to-do list, and here's one right here, right? Dogs, dog food, tile and seal the brush, tile and seal tiler for the grout, hose, small one, door stopper. I make lists. And there's times that if I don't cross something off that list, because I expect to finish it, I get mad. It brings my energy down to anger. There's another one I just did the other day. I kind of just stopped. I did a lot of projects this week already. Putting cabinets together, putting things together, hanging things onto the wall. And I got to the point where I was getting tired, but it was just like 2 more drawers I had to finish. 2 more drawers I had to finish. And instead of grinding through it, I stopped. Hold on one second, guys. Oh, nice job. Can I see it? Let me show everybody. Sage made a puppy and a kid. Nice job. What's the puppy's name?
Otis.
Otis. And who's the kid? You? And that's Sage. That's Otis and Sage. Nice job. Good choice of colors. And I just stopped. I stopped building. And you know what happened? Nothing. Nothing happened that I expected to happen. You know what I did do? I woke up the next day, did everything I did in the morning, sent the kids to school, finished my project, and then some. And I'm learning that with working out too. Right? I know Dom sometimes, I always reference Dom. Dom is a different beast, and he's preparing for the Olympia. So his workouts and his regimented routine, it's guaranteed. Like you have to, right? You have to. But for me, someone just wants to be healthy and more recreational exerciser, fitness person, I don't go to the fullest extent anymore because my goal is not abs or bicep size or even being the strongest man possible. Mine is longevity, right? And in the Russian methodologies, which we've always ignored, European methodologies, just do enough and play. That's working out. I loved Crank because I made it fun, like to play, right? I made things fun. And it didn't feel like working out anymore. But for me, when it starts getting tough, like not tough, but like, I don't want to say when it starts getting tough. When it's tough workout, I get through it, for sure. But I don't do extra. I just stop. Here's my task, I completed it, my body feels beat up, I'm done. Whereas before, my body feels beat up, I'll do 10 more rounds of getting beat up. Why? Because I'm working out to let my emotions out rather than physical fitness. I wrote something down here, I don't know what it says, but I was a great personal trainer because a real trainer's goal, Oh, okay, I got it. Here it goes. Now, I understand. I remember my train of thought on this one. This is a kid's drawing too, and then this. I was a great PT, a great personal trainer, because a real trainer, their goal is to teach you as a client that you can do things by yourself. That was always my goal, and everyone knows that. Right? My goal as a trainer was to make sure people could work out on their own. Whereas there's a lot of trainers that don't do that, or companies that don't do that. They give you just enough to make you come back for more, right? And make you not confident in the things you do, so you rely on that trainer. No, our main goal is to teach you exactly what to do so you never have to see us again. But you did see us again because there was something special. And it says, people don't miss me. People don't miss me in the workouts or crank in the workouts or the workouts specifically. They miss the presence of me in their workouts. And that's the one thing I see more commonly, right? People go to different places and they'll work out with great trainers and my great friends. But some of them expect it's going to be the same as when I'm in the room. And that's the reason it's not. Right? You don't miss me. You don't miss the physicality of me and the workouts that I made up. You miss the presence of me while in your workouts. Because I just had something. There's something about me that makes working out special. And I'm not going to deny that. I may sound cocky, conceited, but go fuck yourself because it's true. There's something about the presence of me is what people miss, not the workouts itself. Because then you can make a workout. Go online. Google workouts. Google kettlebell, dumbbell, barbell, body weight. You'll get 1,000 workouts. Go do them. It's not going to be the same. When I'm in the room, it's going to be better. That's for sure. But you can't expect your workouts to feel ever going to feel the same again. Because it's not. Because you cannot replace me. You cannot duplicate me. You can't do that with anyone. Everyone has their talent. I don't know what the word is. Everyone has their thing. Right? Some people like this person. Some people hated me, honestly. Some people think I was too much for them. That's cool. Not for me. You're not for me. I'm not for you. I always say it. Every time someone comes in the first day, I was like, it's like our first date. It's our first date, right? You're either going to like me or you're going to hate me. Just let me know on the first date so we don't have a terrible relationship together. It's pretty simple. Our first date. Do you want to continue? You want to hang out a little more? You want to go on a couple more dates? You want to go to a movie? Or do you want to just end it now and find another person? Because it's probably easier that way. But that's the personality behind me and that. But again, you can't expect another person to be like me. And that's the thing you have to let go. And once you let that go, or not even let that go, once you take that in, like that pain, once you take that pain and accept that pain, it's going to get easier for you. And that's it. Whoa, I'm on 30 minutes. Guys, thank you so much. I gotta go pick up Phoenix from school. Tomorrow is my birthday, so it is my New Year's evolution. And what can be a closing statement here? So as a recap, right, for you guys that are missing, people always make resolutions or New Year's resolution. They're trying to resolve something. You're trying to resolve something, but there's nothing to resolve. Right? Because the past is the past. You're trying to resolve something that you've done, something you haven't done, something you've done wrong, right, in the past. It's more important to evolve as a person, to evolve as a human being, a personality, a spirit, Make everything important to evolve the next year. So rather than saying, I'm a piece of garbage and I ate too much, blah, 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 I didn't work out enough, so I'm going to resolve and make a resolution to do it again. No, just accept the fact that's what happened in the past and now evolve as a person by eating a little bit better. Don't set a date, just do it. Because you want to evolve as a person, as a character, as a human being, right? You just eat a little better. Work out a little bit more. And soon enough, those steps will be long-term versus short-term, which most people make as a mistake in their fitness journey. And I said fitness journey. That sounded so Instagrammy. All right, I'll see you guys later. This is Pete from, where am I? Jersey to Vegas, episode 75, I hope. And I'll see you guys next week. All right, thanks for coming out. Comment, subscribe, and share. Yeah.